Welcome to the third installment of the pandemic trilogy. Todd Sharek, I Always Lie.
Thank you, Kathy. It's great to be here with my pals. This is our last shoot. I want to go back to the Trolley Car Diner, 2016 in Pennsylvania. It's no longer there because my friend Paul was too skinny and he didn't eat there when I wasn't there. So we were at the Trolley Car Diner and I just came out and I said, I love waitresses. And he said, yeah, she's pretty cute. I said, no. I love waitresses. And he said, what do you mean? I said, look what I just ordered, okay? Meatloaf, double mashed, and a coffee frap. Now, if I was with Wanda, what do you think Wanda would say? She'd be like, oh, no, you don't. You know, unless you got proof that you pay up the life insurance, you ain't going nowhere near that meal. Yet, you know, here I am, and the waitress not only takes my order, but she brings it to me, and she brings it to me with a smile, and maybe even a hair twirl. I mean, what's not to love about waitresses? You know, I loved Philly. It was one of the few places I've ever seen that was actually integrated. It truly was. We went to McMenamin's, you know, blacks and white in the same bite. Like, you never see that in Massachusetts. And one other thing I liked about Philly, too, is that the people are uglier there. I'm just going to say it. I mean, Paul knows it, because, you know, Paul is a little skinny. I don't think he'd play well up here. But a Philly 10, like, all you have to do is just turn on the news. I mean, a Philly 10 is like a Boston 7. So when I went there, you know, let's say I'm a 7.5 up here in Boston. When I was in Philly, I was like a 9.5. So I could have done really well. I had a good rap with some of the waitresses. And truthfully, that's why I'm going to retire in Central Mass. Not because of lower cost of living, but truthfully, a Newton, like 7.5 is like a 9.5 or 9 3/4 in Central Mass. So, you know, I'll just be killing it. I'll just be up to my eyeballs in the ladies, and you know, who doesn't want that? I was thinking the other day, I wasn't actually. See, again, I'm lying, and we were just on the second cue card too. Wong Tip Sweda Chuem Farengarao. Who the hell's Wong Tip Sweda Chuem Farengarao? She was a pen pal. Okay, I don't even know what grade we had pen pals, but I not only remember her name, I remember the address was like Bangkok, Noi, Bangkok. And I just thinking about how old was I? I was probably, it was a girl, and I was probably inappropriate as hell. You know, like, hey, chicks in Thailand also have boobs. Like, I was just such a fucking idiot. And I wonder, does Wong Tip Sweda Chuem Farengarao ever say, oh, Todd Sharek, what happened to Todd Sharek? And you know, I wonder, like, she probably is like a successful laundry business or something like that. Nothing with a storefront, mind you. Nothing with a storefront. It's just a stream, a big rock, and a bar of lye, I figure. So she's probably doing very well. Like most people, I've only been to the office like once in where's my water? Damn it. See, I knew I should have had a servant or at least a midget next to me. I miss the office. I know that sounds crazy. I miss the office. And I was thinking, you know, it's I Always Lie is the name of this, you know, program. But here's something I'm not going to lie about. And truthfully, if you say no to this question, then you are a liar. So this is my demarcation line. Have you ever done a breech birth in the office? And what's a breech birth? All right, I used to wear suits. I used to be somebody. And you know, when you're a somebody, you have like a private bathroom. It's not one where like everyone goes in like a gymnasium. And there were times, you know, I don't know, maybe I used too much toilet paper. It certainly was the content of or quantity of the feces. And you know, plunge, you know, you plunge the thing, and then the water starts rising up. And you know, in that minute, you have two things: just run out of there and just pretend like you were never there. But you know what a real man does? A real man tosses off his suit jacket, you know, instantly unbuttons his thing and goes in for the breech birth to get the paper out. And I have done a breech birth in my life. So I can say that. So if you say you've never done one, you're not going to hang with me, because I don't believe it. I think we've all had times and phases. We've just had to be a man, and I have done a breech birth. So that's one reason I miss the office. Because at my house I have a plunger, of course, and it's private, so who cares if the water spills? Well, maybe the Nigerian couple downstairs from me. But I miss, and this is going to sound, it's condescending, but it isn't. I truly miss the cleaning staff. Anything, if you've ever worked for an office, they're the nicest people in the world. They truly are. They're always smiling, they're always cheerful. And what I wonder is, because most of us, we are bosses and we'll manufacture 30 widgets an hour, blah, blah, blah. We all have like EPRS systems. That's what the state has. And you wonder, if you're a cleaning lady, like, what's on the EPRS? Fernanda will clean as much as the office as possible in as quick as time as possible. That's it. Like, what else could she possibly have? And also, salary-wise, there has to be a top level. So no matter how good, and it's so weird because some of these people work for like 15 years. They obviously came in at, I don't know, like say $8 an hour. Like, eventually, don't you just tap out no matter how good Fernanda is? Like, don't they just have to say, Fernanda, you're super, we'd love to keep you forever, but you're at the top. One thing you never see about cleaning people is them have a shit fit. And I would pay money to see it. If Hernando, stop! No, fuck this shit. Every day I say, don't put paper towel in toilet. They put paper towel in toilet. Shit all over floor. Who's gonna clean up? Me? Fuck no. I've had it. I am leaving. Fernando, don't. It's like, you never see that. I'd pay to see that. And again, I'm not denigrating cleaning people. I just had Merry Maids over to my house 2 days ago. And God, Brazilians are cute. They really have. Brazilians are cute. So I know we talked a little about poopies, and we've been asked not to do that. But I have two more things to do with poop. And I now know 2 people who've been thrown out of colonoscopies. Now, this is bad, because the night before, you're taking the prep, and it's like varnish, and you're just crapping, and you're just saying, I can't believe it's peeing out of me. And so you go into the colonoscopy and they say, how was your cleanse? And they say, no, it was great. And then, you wake up, you're like that, and how did I do, doc? How many polyps? And they just go, phooey. We couldn't do anything. We jammed thing up there. All it was is filler poop. You get out. You reschedule. Imagine being thrown out of a colonoscopy. But now I know 2 people who've been thrown out. And one was a girl, and she told me. I think she was an alkie at that time. She was around her 40s. So they probably didn't give a shit, pardon the pun. And also, I get my colonoscopies at Glover. It's Beth Israel, Deaconess Newton. And they're great. I've sent them gifts, baskets and stuff afterwards. Because what they do is just, monumental. It's just stupendous. It's putrid. And so I found out that there really is someone, because when you have a colonoscopy, I guess, to open up, besides putting something up there, they need some air because they have to expand it. Okay, so when they're done, for medical reasons, not to be jokers, although it would be funny if you did. Hey, listen to this. There's someone on the staff that's job is to push out the air and make you poop. Now, I've never woken up to it, because if I did, that would really be disturbing. If my first instinct is someone doing CPR on my belly button to get me to fart. But yeah, so for all those nurses whose job is to push out the farts, I salute you. I don't think you hear that often. Here's something you never hear. Oh, I just love Poussette Dark Band. I made love to them when I was in high school. No, never. So my friend Adria, she just had a mammogram, and so that's where they, if you're a woman, you don't need me to explain. I said, is it always a woman who does it? And she said, yes. I said, I don't understand. Why? And she said, I don't know. It's it's a comfort thing. We're with women. I said, wouldn't you do it if there was a gay man there? He said, come on, let's see. Show me those tatas. Oh, very, very good. And, have them mash them together. But I guess they just don't do it. And I think that's just sexist. That's sexist. Because I go to, not a proctologist, they call it a urologist, but once a year they have to put their finger up my pooper. And the last person who did it was actually a beautiful, beautiful nurse practitioner. And there's nothing you can do. And basically all you do is, you just do this. And, and then there's nothing like it. You can't really compare that sensation to anything. And it was kind of uncomfortable because, I don't know, maybe she's a little out of practice. But I said, the ring, take off the ring. So that wasn't all that pleasant. In AA, I don't talk about AA a lot. I really don't. Because I don't think people understand it. But, there's this guy, and he has this saying. I remember hearing it and just shaking my head. He said, step 6 has changed the way I shave in the morning. And just think about that. Step 6 has changed the way I shave in the morning. Now, even to this day, I don't know what it means. I thought he was saying, he's probably going to be watching this. He's going to be, God damn it, how dare he quote me without attribution. Okay, it's D. We'll just say it's D who said that. And so what's next for me? Obviously, I'm really disappointed in my life. I never did find a waitress to marry. I mean, I know what I want. I want a bipolar, B-cupped, brunette waitress as my third wife. And I want her now. I want her now. I don't think I'd pay for one like from Russia because they're too high maintenance. But I would definitely take a Brazilian, Latinx, is it? I can't say Hispanic anymore, right? Is it Latinx girl? Or just a regular woman with like 2 ex-husbands. And then you say, why bipolar? Why bipolar? I've talked about some bad stuff in my life with dating, but this is a weird one. Boy, I wish I could say her name, but I'm not gonna. First bipolar woman I ever met. And, we were gonna definitely go to bed that night, and she just looked at me with wide bipolar eyes and said, I can have an orgasm that'll last all night. And I just looked at her and I said, apparently you don't know who you're sleeping with. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Brian, awesome. Kathy.
Welcome to the final installment of Todd Sharek. He is a liar all the time.
Oh, no, God. Todd Sharek, I always lie. Oh. Welcome to the third installment of the pandemic trilogy. She just had a mammogram. I don't think it's, how dare you tell anyone? Y'all have mammograms. And so I was just curious. I said, and I understand that they mash your boobs together. I don't know, how bad is it? Pretty bad? It's pretty bad, okay. I don't know. We might have to edit that one out. One thing I do like about, the one thing you've never seen, I will have to edit that out too. One thing you never see about, someone like, I don't know, who the hell was it in, I don't even know. More edits. Christ. All right, hold on. We'll do that again. And action.